How about we try that again, shall we?
The unnatural outcome.
Okay, how about everyone focusing on the ads first? Get rid of the ads, then deal with the rage demon. Now we deal with this guy. Oh, there. That's silly. So they're just gonna keep respawning the ad. Okay. How about that? Oh, Morgan's down. Wasn't paying attention, my bad. There we go. Good job, Zen.
The wardens summoned demons. Can't believe it. And my grandmother, she knew.
Ordinals don't forbid blood magic, anything it takes to win. Fighting for life, we must press on. I'm here for my origins, not your soul searching. We must press on.
Of course. I'll stop my nattering then.
Very interesting, but blood magic is almost never the option. Usually only leads to bad decisions. What the heck is all this? I can't interact with it. Oh, hello. Fine.
Very well.
Well, all right.
I don't want everyone selected. There we go. You guys can kind of do your own thing. Raspberry jam? Don't mind if I do. Oh, and that's the next part I was looking for? It all comes down to the raspberry jam, guys. After Osterian's death, the rumors and theories became increasingly outlandish. One of the more ridiculous rumors told of Osterian's infatuation with an elven princess of lore, whom he was trying to resurrect in secret ritual chamber through the use of blood magic and the princess's favorite food, raspberry jam. Warden Commander Frida Hallwick launched a thorough investigation in Austrian's secret plans, but was unable to uncover any evidence that anything in Soldier's Peak had been changed. Commander Hallwick declared that the rumors about Austrian were a slight on his memory and that anyone found repeating them would be harshly punished. The stories were thus silenced. That's silly. That is blocked. Looks like we're going in here. Oh, hello, Sophia Dryden.
Step no further! Get this annoyance away from me! This one would speak with you.
That Mabari is smarter than you, demon. Die. Why should I speak with you?
Because this peak is mine. This one is the Dryden, Commander, Sophia. All these things.
Grandmother?
You have slain many of the demon ilk to get here. This one would propose a deal.
Levi, I'm afraid your great-great-grandmother is possessed.
That, or she's really let herself go. My great-great-grandmother is dead. I don't know what that is.
Is there anything of the real Sophia left inside you, and why should I trust a demon?
What is one woman child compared to your might? Strike me down if my terms offend. A fool this one would be to betray the warden.
Is there anything of the real Sophia left inside you?
This one has tasted her memories, seen her thoughts and hidden places. But she is food for this one. No more, no less.
I find it puzzling that you would consort with demons. Are they not evil?
The humans are capable of far greater evil than this one or its kind, Gollum. A deal with this one could advance your cause. The Soldier's Peak traps me. This one sees so many tantalizing places in the Dryden's memories. This one would see the world herself. For me to be free, into the Old Mage Tower you go and destroy. In return, this one seals the veil. No more demons. No more enemies. Your peak would be safe. Just let this one go into the world.
There's no way I'd make a deal with you.
Then you are a fool!
The unnatural outcome.
You never make a deal with the demon. Plain simple. It never turns out well. First you're destroying mage towers, and then who knows, you're blowing up chantries. Yeah. Just can't be trusted.
As you desire.
Ooh. Full Warden armor set.
Of course.
Very interesting. And this is part 4? No, Sophia Dryden's journal. It is done. The nobles have thrown their lot in with Arlen. Arlen, the snot-nosed man-child. Arlen, who did not walk till he was in his 5th year. Arlen, who had to be pried off his nursemaid's breast not 2 years ago. Or so it is whispered. Terrans and the Jarls believe him to be a simpleton and easily led, but I have seen something in the boy's eye and it terrifies me. I watched the summer day processions from a room high in Fort Draken. The regent has me for treason when my own guilt is of being true to my country, when my only guilt is of being true to my country and my heart. My guard's tongue was easily loosened with a gift of a ruby ring. I am told that the bands are fighting against my sentence. Shall pray but not hope that it will be anything but the gallows for me. Drought was a little bit fire, a little like the drought was like bitter fire, but I survived. Weep for me, for I survived. Would that they had made a clean end for me. I should have died a lady, the greatest of the Drydens, not lived to become this nothing, this monstrous nothing. Enough, I shall waste no more time with wretched womanish lamentation. Death would have been easy, but fate saw fit to spare me, and I will seize upon this chance. Great Wardens are in an army, and the old commander is weak, a wisp of a man. I will inspire the Wardens, and Arlen will rue the day he spared my life. We should have just let well enough alone. And again, I guess Arlen dies after this anyway. So who knows? It could have been the catalyst they needed in order to jumpstart that. I'm gonna undo all these traps. Or some of my silly party members can get themselves hurt. Come on. Way up there now. Probably the highest we can get. Well, maybe a little bit. Warden skeleton.
Well, all right.
You. Alright, what's in this tower? Sounds suspicious. It's a skeleton. Bye. And goodbye. Everyone? Right. We have some more notes. An alchemical concoction. Avernus's notes. Taint allowed us to sense the darkspawn. The longer we survive with the taint in our blood, the more potent it becomes. Fortunately, this corruption will eventually overwhelm the warden. Over time, it devours both mind and body, leaving nothing. But what if the spread of the corruption could be stopped or contained in some way? What if the warden could become more powerful without having that power kill him? How great would that power? Would it be enough to stop the demons? Joining ritual is crude. We take it to ourselves the blood of the darkspawn in the most obvious way. Most die from the corruption immediately. It's after all poison. Must be some way to refine the joint. Isolate the true power that is found in the darkspawn blood, and leave behind the evil that kills us. I feel the corruption starting to take its toll on my body. I must not succumb. There is too much work to be done. Through my magic, I've been able to slow its inevitable spread, but not stop it completely. Starting to hear things even while awake. A voice, more beautiful than any other, that calls me from the depths. In my dreams, I see the Black City, and I am drawn towards it. There is something there in answer to what this taint is. The taint that we share with the Darkspawn. Interesting. So he was looking for a way to cure the side effects of the joining. Drink the vial. I don't know about. I'm gonna save first. Pain wrecks your body, but there is power in this pain and a hint of understanding. Oh. I now have access to new abilities. Okay. The power of blood. I see. Coating the edges of weapons with the deadly taint. The character gains a bonus to damage determined by the cunning attribute, but suffers continuously depleting health in return. Having the power of tainted blood makes the rogue more nimble, able to move more quickly while using stealth, and more likely to dodge a physical attack. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Appears to be old research of the Mage Avernus. They detail a series of experiments in terse clinical handwriting.
Day 32. The subject is not responding to the stimuli. Testing the pain threshold has uncovered nothing. Only 3 subjects are left. Day 82. If only I could reproduce last night's extraordinary success. Electricity is only a catalyst. The blood is the key. Day 97. Energy and blood. Repeated applications have duplicated the results. I conjecture that success can be induced alchemically. But there are no more subjects left. If only I had 1 more, or 12. The things I could do.
Very, very interesting. Nothing down there, so we must continue forth this way. Oh. Keep clipping onto staircases, it's weird.
I hear you. Don't disrupt my concentration.
Is that Avernus?
Even now, the demons seek to replenish their numbers. Are you to thank for this welcomed but temporary imbalance?
Old Warden Mage, you're still alive. How do I know you're not possessed?
Only just. I have only a short time left. Why are you here? What is your intent?
I'm debating whether I should let you live. I've seen your experiment. Soldier's Peak must be rid of its plague of demons. I want some answers.
To what questions, I wonder? Ask.
How have you survived these many years?
The Chantry foolishly forbids blood magic, but there are so many secrets to uncover. As my body decayed, I found ways to extend it. But that can only go so far.
Tell me about what happened here.
What use would storytelling serve? The tyrant Arland is long dead, as is all our noble co-conspirators and the Grand Rebellion. Sophia's corpse may walk and talk, but she, too, is no more.
How was Arland a tyrant?
He ruled with fear and poison, his treachery pit noble against noble in terrible battle. We thought him a monster. We gathered allies to rebel. But the toll of years has erased our failure, hasn't it? It seemed so pressing then, but the kingdom lives on.
What happened to the rebellion?
Too many mouths to quiet. Even sorcery can only go so far. So we met with Tirn Kuzland. With him on our side, we had a chance of victory. Instead, the King's Guard ambushed us. Commander Dryden and I barely escaped.
You had to know that summoning so many demons was foolhardy.
Perhaps, but it was survival. For months, I prepared the summoning circles, researched the darkest depths of the Fade. That moment was a triumph of demonic law. Dozens of demons, called by my hand. But with so many variables, I suppose, calculation errors were inevitable. I was so close.
You're to blame for all of this. Some things you just don't do.
From a warden, that means something. So tired, so old. Let me undo my greatest of mistakes. Let me cleanse this place. Then I will accept whatever justice you feel I merit.
I want to ask something else.
Yes?
What was the purpose of your experiments?
To stop the demonic tide, to correct the miscalculations of the past. Blood magic comes from demons. They could counter every bit of law I knew. But the Darkspawn taint, that is alien to them. And it has power.
What power?
The Wardens use it merely to sense Darkspawn. A triviality. My research has discovered so much more. Hinted at even greater heights. This knowledge could not only save Soldier's Peak, with it the Wardens could grow even more powerful.
Can you teach me what you've learned?
You've already read my research, but in time, with the proper materials, I could learn so much more. Yes?
Sophia's great-grandson brought me here. Levi, go ahead.
Master Mage, sir, my family name has been worth less than dirt for over a century. Do you have any proof that Sophia was a hero?
The boy who braved the mists. So you heeded my call. Ha 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 ha, and you are a Dryden. The cosmos has a sense of humor.
Your call?
He was but a boy when he entered the tunnels below the peak. His heart pure, his character certain. In dreams, I gave him the keys he would need. He would be my deliverance. Your great-great-grandmother was the best of us. Brave, charismatic, fiery, utterly devoted to the fight. But still we lost. We fought against a tyrant, you know, so full of vigor then, so blind to consequence. But proof? There's none to be had.
Sorry, Levi?
I had hoped. But thank you, Warden.
So be it. My only request, if justice or vengeance drive you, stay your hand until the demons are dealt with. That will do for now. We must go to the Great Hall. There, I will repair the damage I caused so long ago. There will be peril. The demons will fight us every step of the way. Come.
Fair enough. What else can we get from this room? I assume he's talking about big old purple door that we weren't able to do anything with earlier.
Lovely.
History of Soldier's Peak, Chapter 4. There's one mystery, however, that persisted, and this mystery perplexed even Commander Hallwick herself. When Commander Austrian went to his calling in the deep roads, he did not have in his hand his sword, Austrian's might, forged for him by dwarven smiths and presented to him upon the completion of Soldier's Peak. Nor did he pass the sword on to a successor or to any other Grey Warden. While some maintain that Austrian had simply destroyed the sword in his dotage, others believe he had stashed it away somewhere in Soldier's Peak. One young warden claimed that Austrian had once grabbed him by the shoulders, fixed him with an unwavering gaze, and said, "The sword will remind you what it is to be a warden. Speak your oath to me when the shadows come. You must speak the words." What this was supposed to mean was never made clear. Interesting. Alright, Avernus, let us carry on. Back down to the main hall.
We must act quickly. The demons are clawing on the gates. The veil must be closed.
What do I do?
I will unravel the summoning circles I drew so long ago. Waves of spirits and demons may come through. Dispatch them. I will begin.
Alright.
First, I must summon the magical energies. I feel them. They're coming.
Alright, folks. Let's do it. Where are they at? Hello? Austrian's portrait. Found an old painting, one dating back to Commander Austrian's times. Perhaps Austrian history points to this. Cite the Grey Warden Oath. Austrian stash. Hey, there's a sword. Would you look at that? We found it. Okay, well, this looks like it busted. Best I could think of to do would be to leave and come back in. Maybe that'll fix it. If not, I'll have to load.
We must act quickly. The veil must be. I will. For.
It's busted.
The veil.
Alright. That evidently worked. Okay, so the fix for that was by turning off VSync and then walking into this corner while he was on his path. For whatever reason, that makes it work. That is wild. Alright, crew. Get them demons. Hopefully we get this on our first try. I don't want to have to deal with that again. Very strange bug. Ooh, an ashray. Ow, that hurt. Goodbye, ashray. Some of you should probably heal. I should probably heal. And a desire demon. Get away from Morgan. Alright.
It's over. The veil is strong now. Stronger, at least. I said I'd submit to judgment. And so I shall. Can I be left to experiment in peace?
You must atone. Research ways to help the wardens ethically.
With what time I have left, I will do this. It may take months or years for my research to reach fruition. When it does, I will send for you. Thank you for this, Warden.
You've done it, Warden. Soldier's Peak is safe again. That old geezer Avernus deserves the gallows if you ask me, but people will do queer things to survive. But if he does the proper research, without the sacrifices and blood magic and all, maybe he'll turn up something good. But there was no proof to redeem my family.
If you had proof Sophia's actions were damning, past won't offer redemption, try the future instead. Your grandmother I'm not sure about, but you are a good man. Past won't offer redemption, try the future instead.
For so long, I was focused on the past, on answers. But I think I would have been better off had I stayed at home. Enough of that, though. I find myself at a loss. You've got a whole fortress now. I suppose I should start plying my trade again.
Soldier's Peak seems like a lonely place. Where will you go?
I might use the peak as a base of operations. So many bandits about, but none would dare come here. Nice place to store trade goods. You, of course, will get a sizable discount.
I will miss this place. It was infested with spirits and undead, but it had no birds. Not a single one of those malicious, spiteful little demons.
Fair.
Once my family comes, I might have some merchandise you could buy. Might tidy the place up a bit, too. Well, my nephews will.
Fair enough. That, as they say, is that. Very interesting stuff there. Disregarding the bug, which in itself was technically interesting. of all the bugs I was expecting to get, that was not one of them. I'll have to ask Logan if he got that bug. It seems so strange. We not go in here? We did not. How about we finish clearing up this space before having him bring his nephews here? That might be a good idea. There we go. That makes it a little bit safer, at least. Granted, it does not fix the
Well, all right.
truth that the veil is still kind of thin here, so there's always a good chance we'll run into another Connor situation. But it is what it is. Can you please? Thank you. Clipping on all of the staircases.
Lovely.
Leave for Commander Athla. Soldier's Peak is more than we bargained for. There is sinister magic at work here. The men are seeing things and cannot tell nightmare from reality. Fallen return to life and attack again and again, and we are assaulted by dark creatures, the likes of which I have never seen. Whoever is responsible is intent on destroying us all, the King's army and the Grey Wardens both. Send help, for we cannot last much longer. Despite everything, he might have been screwing up, but Avernus is looking into Avernus is looking into a solid way to finally get rid of the Darkspawn curse on us. So I think it would be best to let him keep doing what he's doing. As long as he's no longer doing, you know, the sacrifices and stuff. And Levi will kind of be here to keep an eye on him and make sure that he's not. Plus, I mean, then you're running into a situation where, who's he going to try and sacrifice at this point? There's no wardens up for him to experiment on. In fact, there's literally no wardens in Ferelden other than me and Alistair, so...